Here's some fun stuff I ran into. Suzuki 2007 ATV 700, and happened is the one of these gears thread snapped off. In order to get that assembly out of there, this case has to be coming apart. That's what it looks like when it's apart. The clutch pack's got to come off. Special tool for that. There's the special tool. Pretty much screw it in, impact that on, comes off. This shaft has to come out, and technically wasn't too bad to get that out. This has to come off, that to come off, this has to come off. I couldn't find a nut or a socket big enough to do it, so I just used a chisel on the nut in order to get it off. Once it's loosened up, I used a pair of pliers to get it off. A little dirty in the bottom, yeah. This gear has to be aligned once it's back on with this. There's a spot there and a spot on here. I mean, it's pretty noticeable. I marked them. Each side's got its mark. And that's just for your timing. The rest of it's all gear, so it doesn't matter. I also marked this here, so if for the gear mechanism to remember where it's at, so I know that didn't move when it's apart. So this got to come up. This is the new one going in. It's got to come up this side. In order to get that out, I had to use a pretty decent sized hammer, and then I used this. Put that on there, hammer it a few times, and it comes up. And the cool thing is, I've actually held it up after I got it out. So I'm going to be putting the other one back in. The other thing you got to pay attention to, this gear shaft, I was going to take it apart. I said, why take more things apart than you have to? So I left that in there, pinched it up. That way this doesn't hit anything, as well as this. So this one just gets pushed over a little bit, so that don't have to come out. So as soon as you're ready, you push this back in. And like I say, you got to move that. It goes right in like that. The only other thing you got to pay attention to is when I pulled it apart, there's a little washer here that fell off of it. And this came out a little bit. And that shaft for the gear had to get pushed back in. So all that stuff's got to be back in before you put the case back together. But anyway, I figured since I never found a video on it. Oh, and then for cracking that case, what I ended up finding was the best for that was using a piece of wood, 2x4, and hitting here. That's on the case part that needs to come off. So you can tell the pins are still in it. So I hit on this side. And the other spot I was whapping is pretty much right here with the rubber hammer. And every time I got them open a little bit, I was using these little plastic things to keep from scuffing. So you push them in, pound them in. Sooner or later, I had to use this thicker one. And as long as it's come off even, it has no problem. So that's what I know. And I hope you guys enjoy this video because holy shit, my piece, it was a wonder. But no, I don't have to wonder. Neither do you.